Well, welcome everybody. It's Garrett from the Rustic Haven Farm. Well, this morning we're taking a little road trip, about an hour from home. I got to pick up some pig food for the pigs. We're running a little low, so it's time to restock. Like I've mentioned earlier in previous videos, I buy bulk. I'll buy it at a ton at a time. It's considerably cheaper than buying them individual bags or half a ton or whatever. Check out your local co-ops, whatever, or feed stores. They usually have a better deal for you if you do a ton at a time. That's where I do all my corn and chicken feed as well. So anyways, we're about 10 miles away. I'll pick up that and then we'll be on the way back and see what else we get into today. I got a couple ideas. Got to get some pieces. I want to build some watering bins, watering tanks, whatever you want to call them, out of some IBC totes for the pigs. So I think we might work on that here today or tomorrow. So yeah, anyways, stick around. All right, so we got the pig food, got loaded in the trailer, and took off here. It took a little longer down there. I stopped and obviously and went in and told him who I was. I was here to pick up my pig food, and he goes, "We just sold it yesterday." Oh. I said, well, I had called on Monday and they said it was ready to go and that I could pick it up anytime. I said, that's okay, I'll be down end of the week. And he asked who I had talked to and whatever. Anyways, long story short, it was miscommunication. It is what it is, no big deal. Well, the nice thing about these co-ops, and you get to know people, is they went out and put my pallet together right away. They basically dropped everything, sent the guy out, got it bagged up, packaged. They wrapped the pallet for me and loaded it in my trailer. And I thought that was very nice of them for basically dropping everything. I mean, yeah, I guess a miscommunication, dropped the ball on their part, whatever. I don't care who, how, whatever. It's just nice that they were willing to drop everything and still get my order, so I didn't leave empty-handed or have to come back or whatever. And especially with having to drive in just over an hour to where I get my stuff, they understand that, so they were very understanding and dropped it and took care of it. So and the other thing, and like I was saying to you earlier about buying from a co-op versus a big box store, my total bill for 40 bags, 50-pound bags, 40 of them, so 2,000 pounds a ton. My total was $301.60. Basically, so if you do the math, it comes out to $7.54 a bag, which is very good. I called another co-op feed store, which is in about an hour the opposite or another direction from my house. I asked them, I called them, I said, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for basically a ton of pig meal in 50-pound bags, because I have my own feeder. Yeah, they could deliver it and dump it into my feeder, but everything wet. This is fine. It is what it is. So anyways, I said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. They were going to charge me just over $400 for basically the same thing. I got to drive an hour either way. So why not shop around? So I guess what I'm going with all this is, yes, you can get it cheaper with co-ops than you can with a box store, 100%. But check your co-ops. Everybody's going to be different, and they all have different pricing, different plans, so forth, different grades. So for me to drive an extra 15 minutes farther than it would for me to drive to the other one, saved me $100. Well, when you're farming and you're trying to get up and going, or even if you've been doing this for years, $100 is $100. Well, nowadays that pays for a tank of gas in a pickup if you got a gas pickup. Diesel, it's about the same price, maybe a little more. So every little bit helps when you're getting going, farming, anything. Just shop around, check around, do do your due diligence and see where you get the best deal. If it takes you a bit longer to drive there, all right, well then figure out your time and gas. Does it make sense to go there? For me to go here, absolutely, I'll come down here. I've been going here for several months now, and I've been finding that this place here is considerably cheaper on everything. Hay feeders, pig meal, cracked corn, rolled corn, chicken feed, and they can get you just about anything you're looking for as well. So anyways, I guess where I'm going with all that is do your due diligence. Check around, see what kind of deals you can get, because when it comes to starting a farm, every penny counts. This is not an easy task. I mean, I'm not in it to make money. I mean, I would love to make money, but let's face it, am I going to make money? Probably not much, if any. Break even, but that time will tell on that too. But you pinch your pennies and check around. It'll help you. All right, we're gonna get on home and get this stuff unloaded and check on the rest of the critters and go from there. Well, good morning, everybody. It's the next day. I got home and got the pig feeder filled, but I got sidetracked doing it because, well, took the pallet out of the trailer and it promptly tipped over and made a mess. So really wasn't thinking about camera. I was more thinking about getting it cleaned up off the ground so my paper bags didn't get wet with all the, of course, all the water and mud it fell into. So it was a mad dash to hurry up and get it cleaned up. So, but anyways, I'll get you that, son. Got all the feed in the feeder for the pigs. I'll show that to you here in a few minutes. They're just having a good old time. And yeah, and I'll show you, tell you what I got for a few other plans. Okay, so got it all filled up. Pigs are still kind of napping. We're gonna build hopefully better, like a water tank for these guys, so we can stick it over there in the corner and they can just suck out of a nipple and not have to worry about feeding them every day. But as you can tell, so I'm gonna open this one-handed. All right, as you can tell, we got about 2 tons worth, or 2,000 pounds a ton, sorry, of pig food in here for them to eat away at for a while, so I shouldn't have to worry about feeding. I'm going to kind of figure out how long it's going to take, too, for them to go through all that. I'm hoping I can get a month and a half out of it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, morning, cows. How are you this morning? Mama, you're still fat. What's up with that? No, get down, Big Mac. Hey, get back. I'll feed you. I'll give you your treat. Got some water filled yesterday too, so all right, let's get them some corn and their morning treat so they quit stepping on my feeders. Here it goes. Here it goes. I'm a little excited. Give them a little bit of corn. All right, come on, Bowser. Let's go out here, buddy. Come on, bud. Let's go. So I got 2 feeders for them. I try to split it up as best I can. That way they're all not fighting over a little bit in that one. Plus, it gives them more room. There. Oh, look at them all come. See? There you go. All right. I think what we're going to do today is we're going to run into town to get some pieces and try to build a water feeder here. So, all right, let's go check on the chickens. Okay, made it in here to check on the chickies. They're all doing good. Got some more back there in the corner. I'm not quite sure. Oh, those are, yeah, I can't remember. These are the ducks. So they're all doing good. Gave them some water and some food. kind of hard to see through the... Yeah, kind of wasn't the greatest idea, but... Anyways. Okay, so all our critters are fed and all happy, go lucky. So now I'm going to run to town, get some pieces. I got a couple IBC totes. Try to make one for a feeder for the pigs, for water, I should say. Well, big water container for the pigs, so I don't have to constantly feed them. I should say, constantly fill their water tank every day. Maybe get a week or two out of it. But anyways, that's what's on the plan for now. So yeah, let's run to town and see if we can find some pieces. Okay, so we're into town. Grab some pieces. This is called a gator lock. It's going to fit over the end of the IBC tote with some threads. I came from Tractor Supply, local store. This stuff came from Tractor Supply along with the nipple. There's two different sizes of nipples. You got the 1/2 inch or a 3/4. I went with all 1/2 inch. I guess if I was thinking about it, I could eliminate a lot of stuff and just gone to a 3/4 inch, but I wanted to be able to put an extender on it, kick it out a little farther away from the tote. These things, this is going to go in here, that's going to go in there, pipe goes in there, and eventually everything will get connected. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean some of this stuff up. I got some cement and PVC cement and cleaner, primer, and yeah, we're just going to connect everything here, and we'll get that tote cleaned out. I shouldn't say clean, rinsed out is a better term. And then, yeah, we'll put everything put together and we'll go get it filled up for the pigs. So, all right, let me grab a couple things, be right back. Okay, so what I've done so far is I took some primer, jammed it on the inside of that, glued it, put that bushing inside that fitting. I'm just gonna let that cure for a couple minutes. Then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna put some Teflon tape on this, and then we'll get it screwed into that. Okay, so as you can see, I got the fitting, I had Teflon tape put on it, got that put in there, and while I was at it, probably spilled that all over the back of the pickup, but that's all right. So now we're going to put some Teflon tape on the end of that pipe, onto that. That's going to get threaded into there. This fitting here is going to go on the other end of this, and the nipple that I have will get threaded into that. So then, that all gets stuck onto that fitting, and we'll put it on the tank. Okay, Teflon tape on that, and we're going to thread it into here and connect it. Okay, so far that's what we're going here. Put some Teflon tape on that end, and put this on here. All right, Teflon tape is on that, and that's going to fit in there. I'm probably gonna need 2 hands here. Okay, so Teflon tape is on, splice is on, tighten it down with a wrench. Now this nipple, I'm gonna put some Teflon tape on that as well. As you can see, there's a screen to help filter the water going through it. And then, yeah, go in there like that, and we'll get the tote going here. Okay, I probably didn't need to, but I stuck some Teflon tape on this as well. There's our setup. So now we're going to put this piece on that, screw that down, if you focus. We'll screw that down, and then get everything stuck onto the IBC tote once I get it rinsed out here. So, okay, so I got all the pieces put together. I have to come check out which tote to use here. I don't think it really matters. They both can get rinsed out. They're both food grade, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, I'll probably just use that one since it's the easiest, or going to be the easiest with the forks of the tractor. So anyways, I'm going to fire the tractor up here. Alright, check the oil. We're all good to go there. Let's fire this pig up here. Give her a second, let the glow plugs go. Alright. Alright, we'll let that warm up for a few minutes, and then we'll put the forks on the tractor. And we're going to hook on to that bin. And yeah, rinse it out. filling up. They're just a little slow. I think my hose is somewhat frozen yet. So we're gonna rinse this one out, open that valve, let it clean itself out a little bit. Then we'll eventually start filling it back up. Hi cows, come to see what's going on? Yeah, you'll see here shortly. Okay, got it over here, I stuck it up on some blocks. Got it filling. The valve is open, so once they figure it out, and get enough water in there and pressure to go down there, should be able to start having suck out of it. So let's see if we got some pressure here. All right, if I did everything right, I should be getting some water out of there. I didn't really do nothing right, or we don't have enough water in there yet. Guessing there's not enough water. I know they know how to mess with it because they've been playing with it. Alright, see, that's going to be a problem. And we have to back this up a little bit. Alright. Yeah, we're getting water out of it. So there's probably not enough pressure in there yet. It's filling up. Yeah, it's only a couple of inches, but we'll figure it out. We'll keep sucking out of it and see where it goes. So, but yeah, this should work. We'll let it fill up here for a few minutes and then we'll check back in and see where it's going. I think they figured out how to get the water out of it. So I think we got a win. It's going to take a while. As you can see, it's still right about there for watering in. So it's going to be a while to get this thing filled up. But yeah, I think they're going to figure this out. That one's over there napping. There's 2 or 3 on the other side. They're just chowing down. Once they figure out the water system over here, not so bad. So I may build another one of these. Put a couple over here. Well, the next endeavor is to get something different for the watering for the goats and the chickens and all that over there. So anyways, at some point here, I'm going to sit down and I'll give you a breakdown of the cost of everything and so forth. And yeah, kind of seeing what it's taken to build a farm, one step at a time. All these shelters are just reclaimed material left over from different odd jobs that I've had. And so it's maybe an hour to get them built. So hey, nothing's brand new. Just make do with what you got. Okay, come back out to check on them. It looks like they got it figured out. Now they have not drinking that much water. I did not fill it all the way up. Just figured I'd do a test run. Probably could have, but whatever. But looks like they figured out. You got an itch? Doing the hokey pokey, or what are you doing? Yeah. Anyways, looks like they figured out how to water them, get the water out of there. Seems to be working pretty good. And these 3 are over here snoring away again. Life of a pig, I tell you. It's good times. Fat and happy and lazy. Oh, big yawn. Yep, big yawn. You got a real problem there. Fleas? Oh, now it's your butt that itches? Yeah, that's alright. Anyways, yeah, so I think that part worked out really well for the tote. I'm going to try to set something up like that for the chickens too, chickens and goats. Looks like I got some drainage issue here to work on real quick, so yeah, let me get after that. All right, we'll check back a little bit here, clean some of that out, so hopefully it'll start to drain for them and dry this up right around their feed bin. But yeah, things are gonna turn out. Weather's getting nice, starting to warm up, so hopefully things will start drying. Gave the cows another bale. They're over there having a grand old time. Yeah. All right, everybody. Yeah, so the pig watering system seems to be working pretty good. Pigs are still napping, playing around. So the IBC tote I bought a couple months ago, I think I paid about $100 for it. The fittings and stuff that I bought today, I probably got another $50 into it. So the worst case scenario, I got $150 into that. Curious to see how long it's going to last. I'm hoping I can get a couple weeks out of it before I have to refill it, but time will tell and we'll check on it. We'll keep updating. I'll let you know. Pig food yesterday, like I mentioned, I check around when it comes to getting your feed and better pricing. When you're farming and you're especially just starting out, like I said, I'm brand new. This is the first time doing this, so everything is a learning experience for me. I grew up around this, but I was a kid, so I don't know the costs. Aunts and uncles and grandma and grandpa took care of all that. So as far as what everything costs, and back then, pricing was a lot different back then too. So, but anyways, the hog food I got from my a co-op, a ton of that was $301.60. Like I said, now I could go an hour in another direction, pay exact same thing, and pay $400. So it's definitely worth your while to check around, see what you can find, better pricing. Don't be afraid to use just anything you got. Like I mentioned earlier, these sheds for the pigs, that's just stuff that I had laying around. Just basically stuff that was either given to me or I bought it for a bunch of it for some other project. I mean, you don't gotta have anything fancy. It's just you make do with what you got. Farming's not easy. Farming's not cheap. I mean, you all watch the news, see what's going on. Everybody else makes the money, not the farmers. And I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. Yeah, I still work. I gotta work. So this definitely does not pay my bills. But I love it to someday. Absolutely. Will it? Probably not, but I'm gonna have fun doing it. So anyways, it's gonna be a fun process. See where it goes. Like I said, once the spring warms up a little more and I can start pounding some more fence post, I got a bunch of fencing to do. Bring you along for that as well. I got another couple projects I'm gonna do with some chicken waters, coop, a few other things to do here hopefully soon. Next week the weather's supposed to be real nice. I'm hoping to get out and start getting a bunch of it done. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you the next time. God bless.